Good afternoon, everybody. It's Josh here from Lookin for Games. It's Friday, October 20th, and it's time for the Lookin for Games weekly update. Jumping into this week's schedule on Sunday, our 40K community will be continuing their narrative campaign exploring the Proxima Aquarii system. With just a few weeks left, they'll be battling it out for those last points and bonuses, and capping the whole campaign off with an Apocalypse event in November. Also on Sunday, we kick off our next slate of Lookin for Adventure as DM Dan returns to present the next chapter of Kursk Outpost. And then on Thursday, DM Joe presents his next chapter of Jamming Out of Ravnica, Off for Adventure. And then on Saturday, DM Dan is doing double duty and presenting Treasure Hunt. So if you click on the link in the description below, you can not only see all of our available sessions, but you can also sign up to play. For game night on Wednesday, we will be investigators teetering on the brink of insanity in Gates of Delirium. In this 2 to 4 player area control and set collecting game from Renegade Game Studios, you'll act as both investigator and insane cultist, trying to piece together all of the clues and stop the madness, or open the dark gates and allow wicked monstrosities to enter our world. And that is game night on Wednesday. Next Saturday, the 28th, is our next session of Blood on the Clocktower, and I have invited a special guest, storyteller Aiden, who has been chomping at the bit to do a custom script called Whose Cult Is It Anyway? An enigmatic cult leader has come to Ravenswood Bluff, and the townsfolk are swept away by their charisma. And like any good cult leader will tell you, never let the disciples see what's behind the curtain because you never know what they might find. As townsfolk, will you end up serving? Who will you end up serving when you join? Will it be good? Will it be evil? Will it be just another pyramid scheme that takes the town for all it's worth before blowing away into the wind? Find out when you join us for Whose Cult Is It Anyway on Saturday, the 28th. We will link a description below so that you can see a brief synopsis of all of this. You'll also see the listing for the custom script because there's new townsfolk that will be added to this script and a brief synopsis of the game. And of course, sign up to play. In 1981, Milton Bradley released the game Dark Tower, which for its time was very technologically advanced for a board game, that it had a computerized tower that you could input and program your moves. Well, Restoration Games has lovingly created this tremendous board game in their title, Return to Dark Tower. With an app-driven storyline, as well as the recreation of the Dark Tower itself and its mechanical abilities, this game pays more than proper respect to the original game, as well as introducing whole new mechanics and exciting gameplay. And we have now back in stock limited copies of the base game. This is their second printing. Those are available today and at our web store at lookinforgames.com. And again, these are very limited stock because everyone that picked up their pre-orders scooped them up quick. In addition, we have all of the upgraded tokens, the expansions from the previous release, as well as the brand new release expansion, Covenant. So those are all available as well to pick up here in store. And the link is posted in the description below so you don't miss out on this one last chance at this great title from Restoration Games, Return to Dark Tower. Now, if you don't like Marvel and you don't like zombies, you're just going to want to skip to the end of this update because we got a whole lot of Marvel Zombies from CMON Games, a new core set for Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistance. In this new core set, you're going to get a chance to play as heroes and defend the X-Men mansion. Instead of feeding on the bystanders, you're going to help them for special rewards and try to stave off the zombie invasion that has engulfed the entire world. In Marvel Zombies Clash of the Sinister Six, in this expansion, you'll play as the villainous Sinister Six and take on a whole new aspect of Zombicide, or Marvel Zombies for that matter, player versus player. The living versus the undead, fighting your way through the Central Park as well as the sewers. You get to choose your role and face off in unique player versus player mode. Also, an expansion for Marvel Zombies, Hydra Resurrection. Everyone, living and undead, must band together and fight off the ultimate threat in the form of Red Skull as he attempts to bring back his super organization, Hydra, and cast the world into even further chaos. But wait, there's more. Finally, the Fantastic Four are under siege as they defend the Baxter Building and discover a potential solution for the zombie invasion in the form of a trans-dimensional portal. Or you can take on the role of the zombies, trying to make their way to the portal and open up a multiverse of zombification. And if that wasn't enough, we even have playable character packs for the Guardians of the Galaxy, which includes a zombie Thanos. Now, all of these expansions are playable and interchangeable with both the X-Men Resistance core set and the original core set. They just all have different ways that you'll play the game. When you play with the core set, you're going to be playing in zombie mode, where you're the zombified heroes eating everything and everyone in its path. When you play with the X-Men, you're going to be playing in hero mode, where you're trying to fight off the zombies. So you choose your unique way to play and experience the Marvel zombie world as it exists right now. So some very cool stuff from CMON Games in the form of the Marvel Zombies series. And those are all available in stock today. I should also mention that our spooky titles sale continues, and the original core set for Marvel Zombies is included in that sale. Everything else is considered a new release, but these items, the Marvel Zombie items, the original core set is included in that sale. Of course, we still have plenty of things in stock, including Final Girl, The Thing, Stranger Things, all kinds of cool and spooky games, all on sale through the end of October, 20% off. In the queue. Now, I've mentioned this before. Of course, we've got the new game for, well, it's a new playable format for Magic the Gathering. It's called the Harvesttide Festival, and it is a werewolf versus vampires dance-off. This is a two-headed giant event, which features cards from the Innistrad sets, both Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow, where you're going to fill out your dance card for chances at unique prizes, including collector's boosters from both Midnight Hunt or Crimson Vow. Entry is $20, and we'll post a link in the description so that you can register for this cool spooky event happening on October 27th, Harvesttide Festival. And finally, we've got some titles coming in very soon, including Harrow County, Sleeping Gods, Distant Skies, Tiny Epic Crimes, Halloween 1978, and just announced as shipped as of this morning, Resident Evil, the board game, which I'm very excited about, being a big fan of that series. And they did such a great job, Steamforge did, with the Resident Evil series in board game format, just in general. So some cool stuff coming in very soon. And that is our update for this week. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. Feel free to tell others about us, because, as I always say, you shouldn't be the only one to suffer. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.